So we are doing things a little different today. We have Aaron out in the field. Allison's working from home. I'm in here trying to look like I know what I'm doing, and can't wait to get started. So I appreciate everybody showing up for today's bid room meeting. It is June the 18th already. Unbelievable how quickly it's gone by. So we appreciate everybody taking time out of their day and on Instagram to jump in here with us and see what we got going on. So with that, let's begin. So here at SBG, we started with a mission to take 100 contractors to $10 million in annual revenue by 2035. We believe that collaboration is the new currency. A phrase that was coined by Brandon Dawson, one of my mentors. Man's a genius when it comes to business, and he's building an entire business around the concept of adding value to others, working with others to build bigger, better, and faster. And he's been able to grow from a point of zero revenue to I think we'll do 150 plus million this year, 5 years later. So incredible guy, has a mind that thinks way outside the box, and we have learned a lot from him. So we're talking about forging value collaborations with the best team possible. And that team is this team right here. People in the room, people at home, people on the road. If you guys have not met us, then I'm Sean. I'm the president here at SBG. Aaron Hosmer is our project manager. He's out on the road today. Masood Satari, he is our chief estimator. And then we got Jared over here. He's now the senior estimator at 29 long years of age. And we got Isidro, our marketing director, Mike Vicente, our sales manager, Heather McKinney, our office manager, our beautiful marketing. I don't know. What we call her, a marketing manager now?
Well, I'm here.
I don't know. She's badass though, Allison Dean. And then we got Myra, also working with our marketing department. So we've got a team here that is dedicated to the success of the group, and this team is going to be growing rapidly this year as we are now signing up more contractors to our programs, and we are getting more projects on the books. So again, we believe that everything we've done has been made possible by the people that we're working with. South Bay Builders Forum is one of our events that we get to meet awesome people. And we have one of those people here with us today. We got Kimberly Wilson with XL, and she will have a time to talk about XL and what they're doing and their outreach programs. And really excited to have her here with us today. Thank you, Kimberly. So our latest subscribers, we just signed up Noah Concrete on an executive level. And we have Oak Mount Concrete on our operator level. These guys are both powerhouses. They are increasing our capacity as a group to go out and do more projects, bigger projects, and deliver them with exceptional quality. So thanks, guys, for joining us. As far as our estimating stats for the week, looks like we clocked in another almost 3 million. We got 64 estimates out the door so far this year. We've got 12 out of 64 awarded, and our dollar win has ticked up to 4.7%. Aaron Hosmer, we got time to do some tales from the front.
Yeah, for sure. I'll just run through. I've talked about this before. I'm sitting out here at the Marina Dunes Phase 3 project. It's a Shea Homes development over here off Imgen Parkway. And I'm part of their safety trade council. So they're doing some partnerships with OSHA, where they have OSHA camped out on their job site, and they do these safety inspections. They're going above and beyond with safety. I haven't seen any contractor do stuff like this in my experience, and so they're really pushing the envelope with everyone going home safe every day. And so that being said, I think a lot of this industry is based on relationships, and it's super important to engage with all the people in your ecosystem. Like, we're doing those builders forums, which is a really good networking event for you to actually get in front of people and talk to them and establish relationships. And just that, those relationships go a long way. When it comes down to like, even bidding a job, you might get the last look at a job when you're bidding it. They'll say, hey, here's the last look. Like, what can you do? I want you on this job. It's almost like you've got this rapport with them that, they want to work with you. At the end of the day, though, it's all about dollars and cents. But there's a lot of relationship building that is, fruits can be pulled out of that in the long run, and you'll land more jobs if you are a real person rather than a face on a screen or a voice on a phone or um, letters on a text message or an email. So I just wanted to stress that you've got to be thinking about how to get in front of people, how to establish relationships, and that even goes down to the execution of jobs you have. um being transparent, maybe not 100%, but you've got to give people a reason to want to work with you. And if you seem shady, they're gonna find other people to work with. So at South Bay Grading, we're pretty transparent when I'm negotiating with general contractors or clients. We're not I the project manager for Shames, I was talking to him yesterday, and he said, it's like, do you want to make a dollar one time or 80 cents 10 times? And I thought that was a really interesting point. Um, and that's kind of what our motto, our marching orders in our head is like, let's run these jobs back. Let's keep doing work with the same people. We want to find good clients, and we want to find good contractors. uh and so, like, they want to find the clients, the owners want to find contractors they can trust. Well, as a contractor, I want to find clients I can trust as well. It goes both ways. um so that's my little spiel on relationships today.
Love it. We got the relationship master on the road, building those relationships with Shea. Some of these connections were made, years back. Connection with Shea Homes comes from a connection with a guy I've worked with for 15 years on and off, Michael Betty. So every interaction leads to another interaction, and you never know which one is going to be the one that makes that difference. So I encourage you guys, always be looking for ways to get out there and meet people. It's not always comfortable, it's not always convenient. We got Aaron spending a good part of his day down in Marina today, and we got a lot of things to do, but a priority for us is always going to be to get out there and stay in front of the people who have the work. That's what we're here to do. We got to have jobs in order to keep people going. So super important. Um, But fire back up. I think there's one more event with Shea coming up this week. It is the IIPP workshop, June 20th, so Friday. Aaron, you got a couple more minutes to just talk about what this is and who's invited?
Yeah, so anyone who wants to show up is invited. This is, yeah, this one's in Marina. They're gonna have OSHA out there to look over your IIPP. If you want to show up, show them your binder. They'll give you comments on the changing regulations that are coming into effect. I think it's July 1st, I want to say. There's some new fall height, like the fall heights are going down as far as like when you have to be tied off, and some of the past exclusions for roofers and framers are kind of going away. I think it's like after 7.5 feet you got to be tied off now, so no matter what, stuff like that. And really what I think is a good chance is to get in front of the regulator, who you usually only see when you're getting fined or you hear stories about, but this is your chance to go in a non-infraction setting and show them what you're working with and get their comments and their advice as to how you should modify your IIPP, what other modules you might need, like heat injury illness prevention, and workplace violence. There's a couple modules that we were missing, and Shea really did a good job of walking me through what we needed. There's like a wildfire prevention module we needed. So it's a good chance to get out there, show them what you got. If you don't have anything, hit me up. We can work with you guys on developing that. It's not rocket science, and it's actually, like I've said before, it doesn't have to be 1,000-page compendium like it did in the past. I think they're going for a more realistic approach of like, hey guys, I want your employees to be able to read this thing and understand it and utilize it, and it in an effective manner, rather than having it be two encyclopedia sized binders sitting in the bottom of a guy's truck covered in drywall dust. So that's what this is all about.
Bam. And when it comes to the safety programs, I mean, it's the goal of the safety program is to keep people from getting hurt or killed. And that's the bottom line. And OSHA, their job is to go out and make sure people don't get hurt or killed. So they're not there. Unfortunately, they typically only show up if there's a problem, but they are getting more proactive in wanting to educate and help prevent those injuries. So it's good to have an open mind and have a good attitude about safety, because at the end of the day, that's what we want. We want guys to go home in one piece. We don't want them to come to work and die. We want them to come to work, do their job, go home and spend quality time with their families. So don't fight safety.
Plus,
It's an important part of your program.
one more thing on that, it's also an excuse to get in front of all the Shea Homes people. If you guys want to work with us as our subcontractor on any Shea job, we have to get you enrolled through their program. And part of it is having an IIPP that passes. The other part is a couple sweepy training things. I can walk whoever wants through the process. It seems like a lot, but it's not that hard. You're checking some boxes, doing some YouTube videos, and then you get sent their hard hat stickers, and you're essentially enrolled, and we can use you. If you're not enrolled, we just cannot use you as a sub on the job. So first tier, second tier, third tier subs all have to be enrolled, and they are actually checking. So it's not just like a thing they say.
Yeah, they're very serious about the safety program, as they should be. All right. Kimberly Wilson with XL Construction. Had the pleasure of meeting you at the South Bay Builders Forum. Please introduce yourself and tell us all about XL.
Great. Hi, I'm Kimberly Wilson. I am the UBE Underutilized Business Enterprises the UBE manager at Excel. This is week 5 for me. I actually have a question about the Cal OSHA workshop on Friday. The flyer that was shown said RSVP. How do people RSVP?
Yeah, so Jennifer Blake, Shea's regional safety manager, just told me invite whoever I want and we can show up. So if you want to, I can add you to the calendar invite.
Oh, I was just going to share the information with other folks.
Yeah, you can. I mean, they would just show up to that address at 8 a.m. and then walk on in, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm envisioning like a little conference room with an OSHA guy up front and Jennifer kind of organizing it with some coffee and donuts kind of thing. It's usually pretty mellow, their events. I've been to a couple of them.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
If you don't mind, I will share my screen to just quickly go through some things about Excel.
Awesome.
Excel is a pretty amazing company. I joined, like I said, 5 weeks ago, and prior to that, I spent a career in government, helping local small and diverse businesses get contracts with the government. And yeah, it's been an amazing journey to be at Excel. So I'm having technical challenges. Let's see, try to share my screen. I am unable to share. Yeah, now I can. All right. So Excel was started in 1992, and one of the co-founders is still working with the company. The other actually just retired, I think, last year, but still involved. The headquarters is in Milpitas, and there is an office in Sacramento and in Oakland. As you'll see with the market sectors here, Excel does not do residential. So all of those non-finishing trades that would be, and fire suppression that would be in residential are probably more easily transferable to the market sectors that Excel works in. So something to think about in terms of specialty, skilled trades. The best way to learn more about Excel is to go to the website. Here's the QR code for that. Excel is part of a larger body of businesses, Excel Industries, which is a holding company, and part of that body of businesses is really a really fascinating company called TimberQuest that does mass timber projects, and as well as some other industries as companies as well. So the best way to partner with Excel is to get pre-qualified. And one of the things that Aaron said is that it's important to have relationships, in-person relationships. One of the things that I'm hoping to do is participate in more events so that we can establish real relationships, but really get our business units, the project executives and the estimators and the project managers, get them to meet the potential trade partners so that, like Aaron said, when they're thinking about scopes of work, they're thinking about you. Again, I'm Kimberly Wilson, the UBE manager. Feel free to contact me however, whenever you'd like. And yeah, any questions, any thoughts? Thank you for letting me be here.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you coming. It was great getting to meet you. You've got a lot of passion for what you do. And as we all know, the dynamics in construction have shifted pretty dramatically over the last 10 years. We're in an industry with fewer workers, fewer contractors, and an explosion in work to be done. So appreciate what you're doing. It's important for people to understand how much opportunity there really is, and getting connected is so important, because without those connections, you don't get work. And
well, and like you're saying, there is no reason for any business to not have work.
Yeah.
Because the need is great.
Yeah, huge.
The need is
Yes. I appreciate you jumping in with us this morning, and you are welcome here anytime.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. I'm so excited. Yeah, no, please get everybody to pre-qualify with us, please. Everyone you know.
Yes. We'll do it. We've got the word out.
I'm
It's on the
begging.
street. Awesome, Kimberly. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So next Saturday, June 28th, we have another Neighborhood Hands Workday at Guadalupe Gardens. If you'd like to know more, you can get a hold of us here. It is a completely open event. Anybody can show up. No barrier to entry. Guadalupe Gardens, 7:30. Be there and be helpful. Today's wisdom nugget comes from Mr. Disney himself. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Yeah, right. The best plans will get you nowhere if you don't start walking. So Grant Cardone says, commit first, figure it out. You got to get moving, man. The only way you learn is to do. Can't learn to drive in a parked car. I saw that one sometime recently, right? Got to get going, man. And guess what? You're gonna screw up sometimes. That's okay. So our book for book club is Atomic Habits. We are on chapter 2 this week. If you'd like to get involved, just get a hold of one of us in here, and we will get you on the calendar invite. It's really been a great time to get together, talk about personal development, which ties in with business development and relationship building. I think it's been tremendous for our team, and being able to also now share that with people on the outside like Scotty and Davis. It's a good time. About 20 minutes. We start at 8:45 after this meeting. Everybody's welcome to join. Just let us know and we'll get you going. So as I said, the only way you fail is to quit. So don't quit. Keep pushing. You will get there. It will be hard, but it will be worth it because it was for you. And I want to thank you guys again for joining us today. Does anybody have anything they'd like to add before we sign off? Nobody. All right. All right, guys. Well, again, thank you for coming. Kimberly, really appreciate you being here, and welcome anytime. Oh, I almost forgot, we got Scotty in the house today, which is super cool because we get to have him in here, and we get to have a book club. So excited to have that go off here in the next 20 minutes. So guys, thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you again next week.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Ooh.